What up, YouTube? Oh, wait. This video is for risk reduction, blah. Alright. Superbanana coming at you. 1700. Um, thing. Blah. That's my name. Super. Yeah. Uh, anywho, I'm making an update to the channel, obviously. We got our Pineapple Express e-liquid stuff. Hmm. Ugh. Anywho, um, so quick update though. Before I get into the story, but so we've been living in the shed. It's been about 2 weeks. If you saw my other videos, you know that I was homeless, but I'm in my parents' shed right now. So, so we're just chilling, and basically, uh, I don't want to go too much in detail because the video is for risk reduction. Um, and it's an illegal substance. But the other day, or it's like probably like a week ago, I actually did stumble upon some outdoor plants that are known to contain dimethyltryptamine, DMT. Uh, Obviously this is in the past now, so I will give my story and my risk reduction uh input on that stuff. For story time, we will take a Pineapple Express toke, and here we go. mm. All right. So anywho, we go and yeah, we go. So we got these plants. We make our tea. Obviously, it takes forever, but then I end up drinking about like a gallon of this freaking tea. All right, and so here's what happened. I lay down. Yeah, I sit down and um I listen to a good amount of music. Um, about 20 minutes after I started watching Rick and Morty because I started to feel a decent body high and stuff like that. I started to notice um like a similar shroom head thing high that I used to get off when I used to take shroom. Um, I was getting but it was a little different in the way. Yeah, the way it would make me like giggle was different, so that was nice. But so it's not that intense yet, and I'm just watching the freaking show, and so starting to at that point was getting like, and for about an hour, I'd say I was getting just like some mild shroom visuals while it was coming up, and like it was just seeing like the trails and stuff, and like just a little bit of like some LSD like color differentiation looking. And of course it's like it looks like it's like a lot brighter and stuff. Um but then after like that hour goes by, I started to notice some really cool stuff. Um uh I started to see progressively more some like actual geometric artwork type stuff that you would see, like they post on like online, showing like, oh, it's what a DMT trip's like. But so then like I started seeing that kind of stuff. It would kind of like almost like this like hazy gas. I don't know. type fucking new type of visual I'd never seen before that like would kind of like overlay and just be like it was cool. Like I would like see Rick and he would be like covered in like a bunch of like just geometric stuff and like he would have like an outline that was like expanding outward and just like looked all freaking like super trippy like fucking it's hard to describe because I mean like the best way to describe it is it literally did look like DMT artwork, just very a lot of geometry kind of just exploding. Yeah. And so that started being like that for like 2 hours. I got like an even intenser body high where like my whole body felt really good and just trippy and stuff. Oh, oh my god. So anyway, that was cool. Um, I'd say it wasn't until about like 2 hours in that I had like small breakthrough. I feel like experience where I kind of just like for a few moments that I would like notice that I was experiencing kind of like a extremely strong thing in my mind and where I was like in some kind of like other headspace but then like I would like notice like oh I'm back in my body watching Rick and Morty like holy shit. So I had about two of those um some actual like not very aware of like the stuff and like it would be like I was like it just kind of happened and then I was back and I'm just like whoa I can't believe that whoa except that's what you expect but I just kind of got absorbed I was like entertained by the show and then that shit kind of happened but then after that I was kind of seeing like literal um I'll see like a lot of faces and like creatures and stuff kind of mm, like just like crawling up around like honestly like literally my ceiling and my walls and stuff and so that started happening but so I am an experienced psychedelic user. I have used a lot of like shrooms and acid in the past. So this kind of stuff would usually like freak someone out. Um I was I was able to just kind of like not it was kind of every time I was just kind of like, "Oh, that's awesome. I'm seeing that now." And then I'm like watching Rick and Morty just like, it's just another day though." So I mean, it's nothing that I'm like it's just yeah, I have a lot of experience, but yeah, that it is an intense thing, and so for risk reduction, definitely uh know that if you if you ingest that stuff somehow, those are some of the things you can kind of expect to happen. uh, Again, informative and risk reduction. Nobody needs to have anything bad happen when they take that because they'll always have like a person watching over you, all that kind of stuff. Um, it's very fun. Uh, yeah, just yeah, be safe, everyone. All that stuff. Back to the review of this too. Pineapple Express for me is a very like it's very even hybrid. Not much to note about it, other than it's got a very even effect. Just kind of some it's very functional, I guess I would call it. It's a functional type of thing. Um Honestly, if it were to be described as like stay away from like machinery with it, is like just the fact that it actually does change your mood in general, but it's not really like a heavy indica where you're probably gonna like fall asleep or anything like that. But still, anything that does change your mood, it shouldn't really, unless it's literally coffee or like ADHD. Well, any medication can be. So no, just if it's not coffee, you still have to say that. But no, compared to the others, it's not as bad. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Um, Peace out and have a good day. I'm gonna get back to chilling. Um, Super Banana homeless vlog. We still going to Arizona. We waiting on the transfer to Arizona. So peace, y'all.